Yes, welcome back to our classroom. Here we are going to discussion about equation of motion, right? Okay. So here I have drawn one graph. That graph is uniform acceleration graph, right? So here you made the first mistake is you start the graph from the origin point. It's not like that. Okay. So it starts with some above the y-axis, right? Okay. Here I have choose velocity in y-axis and time in x-axis, right? And the object is started from this position, not from 0. This is our first condition we have. It's not started from 0, 0. Already is moving. In that moving, we are counted as t is equal to 0 seconds. That is this position, right? Here you made the first mistake. And after sometimes it goes in straight line, right? Because I said this is uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration means velocity is changed with respect to time throughout the motion is constant, same. So the rate of change of velocity is same in that line. And it reaches at the point B, right? And I am going to draw two perpendicular lines from this point B. One perpendicular line I am going to draw to this x-axis. This line is perpendicular line to the x-axis. Okay. And the second perpendicular line I am going to draw to y-axis. This is y-axis. For this y-axis I have drawn one perpendicular line which meet at a point E. So what is indicating now? This OA, yes, this OA is initial velocity that we can write in the symbol as U, that is not equal to 0, right? This OA is initial velocity. And BC, what is BC? From this point, this one, right? Initially the object is here, after some time it reaches here. So this altitude is given about the final velocity V. Okay? And OC, what is OC? This along the x-axis, it starts from 0 second, after some time t seconds it reaches the point C. So the OC is the time, t, small t. Okay. From the diagram, BCE, perpendicular line BCE, we can write BD plus DC or CD equal to, no problem. So BCE is equal to BD plus DC. Why? This is a full length, right? BC. Yes, that can be divided by two terms. This term and this term. Right? It's clear? So this BC is BD plus CD we can write. So here I wrote. So what is BC? Here we have said V, right? Final velocity. BC is final velocity. And BD we don't know because here we have never written anything about BD, right? But what is called DC or CD? So what is CD? This one, right? Yes. So compare this CD and OA. How they are look like? Same, right? Therefore, what is OA? U, right? Initial velocity. Therefore, we can write OA is equal to CD. Therefore, CD or DC is equal to U. So, plus U should comes to LHS side. Okay? Plus U should comes to LHS side. B minus U is equal to BD. What is called BD? This one, right? What I said initially, it is a uniform acceleration, right? We can write acceleration A is equal to change in velocity divided by time. So what is this BD is indicating? Change in velocity. So initially at the velocity of U and after reaching some position as the velocity is V, then change in velocity we can write as generally V minus U. Yes, this BD is indicating V minus U. That means change in velocity. So here we wrote acceleration is equal to change in velocity divided by time. So what is BD? I said change in velocity. So instead of change in velocity, we can write V minus U. Time is t. Acceleration is a. So cross multiplies a into t is equal to V minus U. Therefore, we can write v is equal to u plus at. So this equation is called velocity time equation. Why we are setting velocity time? So look at here. Here we have velocity. Here we have velocity. Here we have time. Only velocity and time. Why we are not indicating about a? Because we have chosen uniform acceleration graph, right? Yes. So this is velocity time graph. From that, it is a uniform acceleration. That's why we are not mentioned about a. Therefore, the velocity time graph of this one. And moving on to the next one, we are going to measure the distance covered. So initially, it is here, and after some time, it reaches here. Now, what I am going to do, I am going to draw one line from parallel to OC. Okay, I am going to draw parallel to OC. So it reaches the point D. Then OC is D. Similarly, AD is also equal to D. Therefore, I can write here AD is also equal to OC, that is equal to T. Okay. The distance yes traveled by an object is, where the distance is here, right? Yes. So here goes like that. Here we have drawn one perpendicular line which meets x-axis, and we have the origin point. Yes. So how they look like this shape? A, B, C, O, A. What is the shape of this one? Trapezium almost, right? So for that, what you are going to do? So here we have drawn parallel lines, right? How they are looking like? This shape, triangle in shape, right? And this one, rectangle in shape, right? This is a rectangle, and this is triangle in shape, right? So that's why I change this OABC, area of OABC, as the area of rectangle OADC, OADC, and plus area of triangle ABD, area of triangle ABD. So what is the area of rectangle? OA into OC. We know that OA value is U, AD value is T, and in triangle AD into BD. So 1 by 2, area of triangle ABD is equal to 1 by 2 AD into BD. So substitute 1 by 2. What is AD? AD, yes, here. What is AD? We have A, right? Yes. So here I can write like that. AD is T. Yes, AD is T, which is parallel to OC. And what is this BD we have found here? V minus U. What is called V minus U? AT, right? So use here BD is equal to A into T, right? Now multiply this one UT plus 1 by 2 T into T, T square. So 1 by 2 AT square. This equation is called position time equation. So this is the position, right? Distance. And this is the initial velocity. And here we have the two terms time square, right? Yes, that's why we are saying that position time equation. Similarly, we have one more equation. Here we are going to solve about position velocity equation. Here we are going to calculate the distance covered by this object. As I said, this picture is look like a trapezium inside. That's why the distance. This is distance. The position, we can say distance or position. So area of trapezium OABC. OABC, that is trapezium. So the formula for trapezium is side 1 plus side 2 into height divided by 2. So this is side 1 and this is side 2 and this is the height of this one. So S1 is OA, and is this one. S2 is this side, that is BC, into height, that is OC. So OC divided by 2. So what is OA? U. What is BC? We have V, and OC is T divided by 2. Right? Here we are going to do again some small steps here. We have T, right? So according to acceleration, A is equal to V minus V by T. Therefore, we can rearrange T is equal to V minus V by A. So substitute this equation here. So S is equal to U plus V divided by 2. What is T? We have B minus U divided by A. And just rearrange this equation. S is equal to, instead of U plus V, I am going to write V plus U divided by 2. v minus u divided by a. This is v plus u, this is v minus u. A plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square. Therefore, we can write v square minus u square divided by 2a. And s is equal to v square minus u square divided by 2a. Therefore, we can write 2as is equal to v square minus u square. And this is called position velocity equation. I hope you understand well. Thank you. Have a nice day.